that you set at the beginning of this year, is it still alive? You're welcome to Christynuga Motivation, a motivation, personal growth mindset niche. And the category for this channel is education. So on this channel, we grow together. We enlighten ourselves on ways to grow personally, business-wise, and in every holistically, actually. So if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, go ahead. As a growth coach, I'm going to guide you through four specific pillars to make sure that you're not just keeping yourself busy, but you're actually growing and moving forward. 4 pillars. So watch. You're welcome to a new quarter, the second quarter in the year 2026. I have a question for you actually. Is your 2026 mindset still strong? 3 months gone in this year 2026. That first quarter has gone. In order for you to prepare properly or intensify on your efforts, in order for you to be able to become more productive even in the next quarter, is your 2026 mindset still strong? That is, at the beginning of this year, you had some things, some goals, some aims, some goals and objectives that you have set, which you had bent down to achieve. Maybe you had broken them down by quarter. So I ask you, is your 2026 mindset still strong? Every year has 4 quarters, as Q1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's need for the first quarter audits to be done. A Q1 growth review is a strategic checkpoint designed to evaluate your progress. It is also for the purpose of maintaining goal alignment. After the first 3 months of this year, you need to do that. This involves auditing your performance against your initial goals for the purpose of reversing the common drop in motivation. Actually, it's for the purpose of adjusting strategies to achieve long-term success. Hey, it's a new month. 3 months ago, remember, you promised yourself this year will be different. You had the vision board, the Notion templates, and that new year, new me energy. Now that the Q1 glitter has settled, where are you standing right now? I ask you. Upper. Most people wait till the end of the year to reflect. Companies do that. But then I also know that they do a quarterly review. Companies check their books. They audit their books to see how far they have come in their results, in their profitability, in their productivity. Why do this happen? Why? If companies check, if they do a quarterly audit of their work, individuals also need to do that. Winners reflect now. They do a reflection on how far they have come. Why? Because there are goals to achieve. Auditing is for the purpose of keeping tab on your progress. Even little wins can give you that confidence, can build confidence, can encourage you to keep going. You only need to intensify on your efforts. So, a Q1 audit serves as the foundation for the rest of the year 2026. Therefore, this will encourage you. This will help you if you need. The idea is for you to know whether you need to tighten up your belt, or if there's anything that seems to be occupying your time, any distraction, you need to eradicate it. So you need to check it whether you are off the track. So it will serve as your reset button. The following are 4 specific pillars of reflection to make sure that you are actually growing, not just keeping busy. Well, most people quit their New Year resolutions by February. If you're watching this video, you're not most people. Therefore, sit, let's talk. Listen to me. To make this year 2026 your definitive year, you need to stop guessing and start doing. Yes, you need to start measuring. Be intentional. What do I need to cut off? What is wasting? What is giving me distraction? What is hindering me? What do I need to intensify on? This second quarter, you need to do a brutal audit. It is common in the personal growth niche. Yes, we do talk a lot about manifesting. But in 2026, the world is moving too fast for just wishing. So therefore, we need data. So ask yourself these 3 questions. Be honest with yourself, okay? Of the habits you started on January 1st, how many did you do yesterday? Question 2. When you hit the first roadblock in February, did you change your strategy or did you just lower your standards? Question 3. Did you actually spend more time watching glow-up videos than actually doing the work to blow your life up? If it happens that you do not like the answers to those questions you have asked yourself, don't turn off the video. It's not the video's fault. That discomfort is actually the beginning. Yes, that's actually where the growth starts. To win the rest of this year, you need to lean into these pillars. In 2026, the world is volatile. A strong mindset isn't a stubborn one. Rather, it's the ability to see a plan that is failing and saying that, okay, that didn't work. What next? Without you losing momentum. It so happens that if you can't focus, you can't grow. You need to be able to sit yourself for about an appreciable time, maybe 90 minutes. Why? Because your growth is directly tied to your ability to stay put in one place and do one thing. Focus on what? Your assignments for the day, for the week, for the month, for the quarter. At present, the world is bombarded with AI noise. So there is need for you to shun any kind of notifications. Face your assignment. Everyone wants the quantum leap. 2026 belongs to those who mastered the basics. 8 hours of sleep, clean fuel, that is what you eat matters. What you feed your body with matters. Then daily movement, daily regular movements. Why? Because you can't build a high performance life on a broken engine. Remember, we're just reviewing. We are reloading. So here comes your action plan for Q2. I want you to take a look at your Q1 goals. Identify 1 or 2 things that are wasting your time and cut them off. Because focus is about saying no. This is called the kill list. So you need to look for those things that are wasting your time or that are slowing you down and cut them off. You may not focus on doubling your output in Q2, but I would rather you focus your energy or your intention on how to make sure you even. So what I'm saying is that try to aim at least become 1% more disciplined than you are in Q1 first quarter. This is referred to as the 1% calibration. The accountability reset. Find a partner, a community, a coach, a mentor. Growth is a solo sport, but training is better in a team. 25% of 2026 is gone, and you can't get those days back. But you can decide exactly how the remaining 275 days are going to look like by what you do. Your mindset is not a destination, it's a muscle you need to build. Let's go to work. Thank you for watching. If you found this video useful, like it, comment, share with me how your Q1, the first quarter, how it went, whether you grew or you're still working on it. Q1 was just the beginning. This review has positioned you to becoming unstoppable. Do not wait for the year to end. Start your transformation from right now. I read all comments. Comment below. I am leveling up in Q2. I'll be responding to as many comments as I can. If you are yet to subscribe to Christynuga Motivation, go ahead and do just that. Remember to turn on the notification bell so that you can always get the first-hand notification of new videos. Until I come your way again with a wonderful new video, remember to stay unstoppable and keep growing, keep working, work smart. So from me to you, as your growth coach, it's a wrap for right now. Bye-bye. How does one build a growth mindset that actually works? Have you ever felt like you're just working so hard, but the result isn't forthcoming? Well, today, we're going to break down exactly why that happens. And more importantly, we're going to build a growth mindset that actually works. Welcome. I'm your growth mindset coach, and you are watching Christynuga Motivation. Let's dive into this. Hear this. Stop working hard. Start growing. Start working smart. Many of us confuse busy work with progress. You might be grinding 10 to 12 hours a day, ticking off tasks. But if you're not learning, adapting, or improving, your growth is stalled. Think about it like this. Imagine watering a plant, but never giving it sunlight or nutrients. Sure, the water helps, but the plant won't thrive. That's exactly what happens when working so hard without having a strategy or a growth mindset plan. Someone wants to say, then what is a growth mindset? A growth mindset is believing that your abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. It's seeing challenges as opportunities rather than seeing it as obstacles. With a great mindset, hard work becomes strategic, fulfilling, and transformational. Reflect, then evaluate your efforts. While at this, ask yourself, am I working hard or working smart? No one is above learning. There's this saying that says, when the person stops learning, then it starts dying. So therefore, embrace learning and feedback. So the point is, instead of you feeling defeated when things go wrong, you need to ask, what do I need to learn, or what is the lesson in this? In this case, that's how you turn your setbacks into stepping stones. You need to surround yourself with growth-oriented people. Find mentors, peers, or communities that inspire you to level up. Set strategic goals, not just tasks. Do not just fill your day with activities. Define growth targets, skills to learn, habits to build, and measurable progress markers. Having done this, you begin to work consistently towards them. Now let's talk about mindset shifts that accelerates growth. Stop fearing failure. Fail forward. Celebrate small wins. They compound over time. You know, there's this Yoruba adage that says, "Ogbon ju agbára lọ," meaning that with your right mindset, it's not about working harder. It's about smarter effort. A growth mindset acts as a regular software update for your decision-making machinery. When you learn from your past choices, that is feedback, you refine your decision-making process to become more efficient and biased towards success. The mind is just like a mental factory. What does it mean? Your thoughts are raw materials shaping your reality, and you happen to be the manager responsible for what you allow into your mind. The mind is like a mental factory. It's a phrase popularized by Jim Rohn, popular American motivational speaker, an entrepreneur, and an author. This metaphor emphasizes that feeding your mind with positive, productive inputs, such as knowledge and discipline, produces a successful life, while negative, trash-like inputs produce chaotic results. In the mental factory metaphor, decision-making is the operational process, the literary machinery that converts your raw materials, that is thoughts and inputs, into finished products, actions and results. The following shows you how decision-making functions within your mental factory. The quality control manager. You, as the manager of your mental factory, your primary role is to evaluate incoming raw data and then decide what to process. Decision-making allows you to filter out negative or low-quality inputs that could damage your final products, that is your life's outcome, the production process. Decision-making is the cognitive machinery that weighs different alternatives against your factory's goals and values. This process can be used to select the best course of action from various possibilities to achieve your desired results. Let's picture it this way. Two processing systems. For instance, your factory uses two different production lines. Look at system 1. Automated, fast, intuitive, often driven by emotional inputs. This handles routine, everyday choices with high speed, but prone to errors. System 2, manual, slow, deliberate, and logical. You engage this for complex, high-stakes decisions requiring analytical rigor, maintenance, and upgrades. A growth mindset acts as a regular software update for your decision-making machinery. By learning from your past choices, that is feedback, your decision-making process becomes refined. This enhances your efficiency and you become more biased towards success. Mental simulation. Before committing to production, your mind often uses mental imagery. This is to simulate potential outcomes. This dry run helps you to evaluate the consequences of different decisions before they become final actions. A growth mindset helps individuals to see challenges as opportunities. This leads to becoming more proactive and imbibe problem-solving attitudes. This encourages learning from setbacks. Invariably, it leads to more informed choices. Individuals with a growth mindset are more resilient and bounce back from poor decisions effectively. A flexible mindset promotes innovation and considering diverse solutions. This behavior fosters collaboration, which leads to more robust decisions. Please answer these questions for me. Do you really make your own decisions? Or is your mindset secretly choosing for you? Why do two people face the same opportunity? One goes for it and the other hesitates. Why do you promise yourself you'll change, but then you end up repeating the same choices? Here is a scary truth. Your mindset is controlling your decisions, even before you become aware of it, and you need to fix it right away, or else your life will keep repeating itself. The good news, if mindset controls decision making, you can change it. That means you can change your life by changing your mindset. Question your thoughts. Is this fair or fact? Build small wins daily. Confidence comes from proof. In this case, your decisions become bolder. Feed your mind with better inputs. If you feed your brain growth, your choices expand. Your life is simply the result of your decisions, and your decisions are the result of your mindset. Stop trying to force better actions. Fix the thinking first. Change the mindset. Then better decisions will begin to happen naturally. Each decision offers the chance to learn and adapt. This helps to refine your approach for future choices. In essence, a better mindset can lead to better choices, and better choices can reinforce a growth-oriented mindset. This creates a cycle for continuous improvement. If this video has resonated with you, kindly subscribe to Christynuga Motivation. Like it, share with friends and family. I want to read your comments. Comment below. I am taking control. I read all comments. Thank you for it. Until I come your way again with another wonderful video of mine on personal growth and mindset coaching. It's a wrap for right now. Bye-bye. Every major success story has a hidden chapter in the middle where absolutely nothing works. The excitement dies and quitting feels like the only logical choice. In psychology, this is called the halfway wall. The excitement dies and quitting feels like the only logical choice. It is the exact moment where 97% of athletes, entrepreneurs, creators walk away. This they do right before their efforts compound. In this video, we're going to look at the exact signs why your brain breaks down at halfway point and actually finish what you start. But then, 2 weeks or 2 months in, the applause stops. The excitement dies. Your daily tasks turns into an unglamorous grind. And your visible progress drops to absolute zero. Quitting then begins to look like the only logical choice. And if you don't understand how this curve works, then you are doomed to reset your progress over and over again for the rest of your life. But if you can survive it, you unlock everything. This stage, or at this point, that we're going into is referred to as the 5 stages of success, or the 5 steps to walk through a brick wall. To understand why we quit, we have to look at the predictable emotional arc of any meaningful goal, the informed optimism. This is the honeymoon stage. At this phase, your energy is high, your goal is novel, and you see nothing but your idealized results. At this point, you haven't faced the actual cost of admission yet. This is where reality sets in. At this point, you realize the work is vastly harder, more monotonous, and taking way longer than you thought. The fun wears off, and the friction begins. Stage 3, the valley of despair, the wall. This is the halfway wall, the precise interception, where your effort is at all-time halfway high. When you compare it to your visible results, it's at an all-time low. When you look at your analytics, your bank accounts, your books, your records, the only thing you get is telling you are actually failing. Phase 4, anticipate the negotiator. At this point, your brain is going to try to negotiate with you when the novelty wears off. Your brain goes like something like, maybe this isn't our true passion, or we should pivot into something else. Expect these thoughts, this kind of thoughts. Treat them like a milestone on a roadmap. When that thought pops up, smile. Think, there it is. I must be right on schedule. Phase 5, extend your evaluation window. Before you start any new project, make a binding contract with yourself. Say something like, the next 1 month, I'm going to achieve this, or the next 1 year, I'm going to do this and achieve this target. That is, you need to be definite of what the quantity of your results within a time frame. Before you allow yourself grade the results or alter the strategy, you are not allowed to quit while standing at the wall. The next time you feel that heavy, frustrating urge to quit, when you feel the urge to abandon your project that you started because you have hit the halfway wall, take a step back. Take a step back. Realize that you are standing at exactly where everyone else quits. You need to realize this, that the flatness of the curve is never permanent. Rather, it's the gathering phase before the spike. Don't allow a temporary lack of visibility ruin a permanent breakthrough. Keep building the roots. Keep growing. Keep gathering momentum. Keep being consistent. Keep your focus. Drop a comment. Let me know what exactly you're going through. If you are currently fighting through a plateau, what project are you working on? Let's keep each other accountable. Hit that subscribe button. Do not forget to put on the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Christynuga Motivation. Let me know your comments. What is your take on this video? I read all comments.